Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. All right. What is today? Wednesday. Oh my God, it's hump day. Where are you guys? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Coffee Talk with Karen. We are live on MiamiMikeRadio.com. We are live on Facebook, on the Facebook Karen Stacy page. We are live on the Facebook group, Real Talk Coffee Talk. And we are live on Periscope. We are live on Twitch, and we are live on YouTube, right? So there's a lot of live living going on over here. Good morning. Good morning. I see Gina. I always feel, you know what's so funny is I'm like a jerk, right? I always feel like remember back in the day, what was the name of that? Magic Garden or something? Remember that show? And at the end, they would look through the mirror and the chuckle patch and all of that, right? And they would go, I see Joe and I see April and I see, and it's so funny because that's how I feel sometimes when I'm on here. I'm like, I see Gina, I see Jesse, I see Monica. Good morning, you guys. The Magic Garden, right? Did I get that right? Right, with the chuckle patch? I don't know. I'm showing my age big time, right? And then thinking about that, dude, they had to be smoking some serious freaking pot because there's no way with the chuckle patch, right? How funny is that? So good morning, you guys. I need your help. I don't see Carmela on here and Lisa is not on here. So I need you guys to share out the video for me and kind of be my mods because I am alone here. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. I loved Shannon last night. Very interesting to listen to. Gina, I appreciate the feedback. It's funny. I get a lot of different feedback from people, right? Everybody is different and everybody likes different things. And the thing is that, I started my talk show journey with Real Talk, right? And that show was basically having different guests on. And as I had explained once before, sometimes that can be a little bit tricky. Why is that tricky? Well, because you know who I am and you know what you're getting every time you got me. But when I have a guest on, you don't know what you're getting with that guest. So you run the what would be the right word I'm looking for? The look at me. I can't think today. You run the risk. There, that was a big word that I couldn't think of. You run the risk of losing people or gaining people, right? So, hopefully when people come on the show, they have people that watch or follow them or are interested in them or are friends with them. And they come and join and maybe they never saw the show before. So, we get new listeners. And then obviously my listeners now have been introduced to someone else that may or may not add to their life, right? So it's always a tricky thing because you never know, what people are going to like and what they're not going to like. The feed was very quiet last night. I did get different input from different people. I appreciate the input. I happen to have loved Shannon. I greatly appreciated it. I realized that, again, there were a lot of shows where people are just, talking about drama or, different things. And, those shows, have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 people in at any given time. And like my show right now is struggling. I used to have thousands of listeners all the time. And I don't know if it's the Facebook, there's something going on, there's Facebook fuckery. But it's just, it's an interesting thing. So when I was doing Real Talk, a lot of, some nights I would do like a rant, or I would kind of do like, and then again, I was just on the radio. I didn't do it this way where I was interacting. So I literally was ranting for like an hour or two by myself, which, I don't fucking need anybody anyway. But once I started doing the show this way, where I had the interaction, it was more fun. And so what was funny was that I had a lot of people hit me up and say, you know what? I like it better when it's just you. So, everybody's different. Some people are like, I don't want to listen to this fucking bitch talk, for an hour or two. Bring on the guest. And then other people are like, you know what? I don't really care for the guests. I'd rather it just be her. So I kind of try to do a little bit of both. Coffee Talk, again, is really just a show about everything and nothing, right? So it is interactive. I'm here every morning to help us get through this crazy thing we call life now. So this has become very one-on-one interactive with the audience. When I have a guest on, I don't interact as much. I see your comments, but it's not easy to pay attention to someone and read comments at the same time without losing one of them. So I appreciate the feedback. Again, I like to change things up. So I like to bring different people to the table. And for some people, they may not find it interesting, and that's okay. And then for other people, it may have changed someone's perspective on life. And that's kind of what I'm here for. So it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. So I will continue to bring to you people that maybe, you never even thought would be interesting to you. Is it tricky now because of COVID? Yeah. But it is what it is. So I prefer doing it next to somebody because I like to feel the energy of the person, but it's not always doable, especially now. So having technology has made this a lot better, in my opinion. So again, Gina, so I didn't mean to go off on a tangent here, but I appreciate the feedback. I always appreciate the feedback. So thank you guys for tuning in to Coffee Talk with Karen. Do me a favor, please, share out the video. I know that there are a lot of comments here I'm going to go to right now. And I'm going to say good morning to everybody, but I just wanted to address that. And I thank you, Gina, for your input. Good morning, Jesse. Good morning, Monica. Good morning, Laura. Maria, I'm here. Good morning. My motivation. Yes, the Magic Garden with Paula on the swing. Oh my God. And you remember her name? Okay, so we have a new person here that's on Twitch. Phoenix, can I speak to your manager? Oh, are you trying to make a fucking Karen joke? Ha ha ha. You know what? If somebody needs to speak to your manager, then you better get your shit fucking right. Let me see. Hold on a second here. So it's so funny. I love that. I love being categorized as a Karen. Fuck you, whatever. Tamara, good morning. I knew you would be here because it's hump day and you know what we're going to talk about, right? Good morning, Laura. Gina said they might bring that show back. They interviewed Paula. Oh my God. They couldn't handle that shit now because they were all like so high. I mean, they had to be. They were fucking talking to people that didn't exist. You know what I'm saying? What about like Bob Ross, right? It's a happy little tree. It's like, okay, how many like bones did you smoke before you did that? Meanwhile, it was a happy tree because by the time he was done, it was a fucking forest. It was the craziest thing you've ever seen in your life, right? But he was like no central nervous system whatsoever. Like you're like, okay, are you awake? Like if he wasn't creating this ridiculous, beautiful art, you would think that he was like in a coma or something because I never saw a man more like, oh, it's a happy little tree. And, I strive to be that way. I really do. I'm like, what is wrong with that fucking tree? I don't see happy little trees. You know what I'm saying? All right, share this video out. Let's go. The numbers suck. Let's go. Out, out, out. Share it out. Share it out. Share it to your groups. Tag your friends. Let's go. Any of my regulars on here, if you do not see people on here, please tag them in. Oh my God. See, Laura, it was one of your favorite shows too. Good morning, Lisa. You're never alone. Maria, thank you, my love. Appreciate that. Rosie, what's going on? Jesse, ladies, I've been shoveling for the past 2 days and getting ready to go again. All right, be safe, Jesse. Good morning, Jose. How are you? Hi, Georgie. Good morning, Michelle. How are you? Who's a birthday boy? Whose birthday is it? Tamara, whose birthday is it? Is it Georgie's birthday? Whose birthday is it? Whoever's birthday it is, happy birthday. Rita, good morning. Okay, let me see. Lisa, I'm glad you enjoyed the show. There's my Tony. Hi, Tony. All right, hold on a second. Here we go. You'll never make people 100% happy with what you decide to do. Monica, real talk. That is definitely true. Rosie, last night was a good show. I'm one of those people that is interested in other realms. See, and so you know what I find funny too is that I also see that people get quiet a lot of times when I have certain guests or I do certain topics. And so the feed may not pump a lot because people get quiet, but they're listening. And you know what? Like I said, quality over quantity. As long as you're listening, I texted her afterwards. I said, thank you so much. And she said, I hope, that your guests, that your listeners, benefited from the show. I hope we touched people. And, that's what it's all about. So I bring like people to the table. Of course, I'll have, most of the times I might consider having anyone on the show because it's just one show. But I try to bring people that are a part of me, so to speak, like what I stand for and what I believe in. And how ironic was it for those of you that tuned in to Coffee Talk and then tuned into Real Talk that everything we talked about yesterday, she touched on. And that was the first time I ever spoke to her. I've never had a conversation with her before, other than on Facebook where I was like, I want you on my show. Otherwise, I never had a conversation with her. We didn't discuss what we were going to talk about. Nothing. That was all, there's no script. There's no prompting. There was nothing. That was off the cuff. So how crazy was that she was saying the same thing that I was saying earlier in the day, right? So there's affirmation right there. Okay, so Jesse, if I leave off here, it's because I'm about to get out and shovel. Okay, honey. Yeah, Tamara's like sex. Jesse, love Bob Ross. Good morning, Eunice. How are you, my girl? Okay, let me see here. It was called The Magic Garden. Yes, Gina, absolutely. Okay, hold on. I just jumped again because the comments went a little bit cuckoo. So hang on a second. I'm coming back to you guys. All right. Now I see you guys. First of all, thank you. I see everybody trying to tag everybody. Numbers are still like bleh. You would think nobody loved me with the numbers I'm seeing right now. It was yesterday. Georgie's birthday was yesterday, Tamara, and I didn't know that. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Georgie. You didn't even say nothing. Happy birthday. Okay. Rosie said, nope, you're too electric for that shift. No calm for you and me either. I know. I'm trying to go the other way, though. I'm trying to shift. Hey, there's my girl. Hi, Alyssa. How are you, my girl? Let me see here. Good morning, Orlando. Good morning. Good morning. Let me see. Richie is probably sleeping, Lisa. Let me see. I have a lot of questions for your guest last night. Well, you got to reach out to her, honey. Let me see here. I love this show from yesterday. Thank you, Eunice. I'm glad to hear that. Did you hit it big, Tony? Share some of that cash. I know, Rita. He's in, I don't know if he's still in Atlantic City, but he was in Atlantic City. So yes, I don't know if he did hit, he's always paying it forward. So it's all good. No, I'm still trying my luck. All right. So that was the answer to that. A big fat meh. That's all right. As long as you're still there and you're doing it, that's all that counts, right? Let me see. No, Jose yesterday. Oh, I'm sorry. Jose, happy birthday. I didn't know that either. So happy birthday, Jose. I take it back, Georgie. Maria, what? We love your voice. Twang, twang, twang. Yeah, okay. It's all good. I turned 50. It was my birthday. Jose, happy 50th. I know. Well, listen, at least you could actually have gone out for your birthday. Remember, my 50th birthday was in April when you couldn't fucking go anywhere, right? Everything was locked down. That sucked moose cock, which is why I'm 49.999999. And this April, I may be 49.999995. I can't say for sure because I need a birthday bash. Until I get that, it's not official, even though the wrinkles on my face can definitely attest to that, but it is what it is. Okay, let me see who else is on. It's okay. Your English is fine, Eunice. We get you. Don't even sweat it. And we love you. Well, hold on. You can find Shannon online. Okay, there you go. Perfect. Absolutely. Well, I don't know if she put her info on. She was supposed to, but what is it? The Raven and the Wolf. He did his DJ set for his birthday. Oh, okay. All right, cool. You guys got to understand that it's hard for me to follow everybody. I don't know who does what. So please, you're a Leo. Okay, I got you. I love Leos. That's right. So you're like August, right? Something like that. Alyssa, thank you so much. Like I said, my mods are like, I think Lisa's trying to do 6 things at once, and I don't know where my Carmela is. So today is hump day. So what does that mean? Fuck if I know. I mean, seriously, I think I forgot what that actually means, right? So I got a question for you. Here's my question. Ooh, as I knock over my lamp. All right, here we go. Do you think, this is a funny one, you are, whoops, I can't see, are good in bed? I'm such a sick bitch. Who says these things? You know what? Fuck it. I want to talk about it. Do you think you're good in bed? Uh-oh, sex time. Tony's like, all right, I'm ready. Now watch. My numbers will jump from like barely existent to skyrocketing. Although I definitely think that there's some fuckery going on, but that's a whole other story. We won't even discuss that. So again, share out the video for me, please. We used to have a huge following here on Facebook especially. So I'm curious where that ended up, but all good. Okay, so Melissa said, yes, because my boo don't leave me alone ever. So you know what? That's really, Alyssa's the best. So when we first started Coffee Talk, Alyssa was one of one of our first people that kind of like, I don't know how she found me, but her, Tamara, we had a little crew, Tina, Jennifer Lynn, I'm trying to think of all of my oldies, right? Rita, P, I had a lot, I mean, Tony, I had a lot of, people that were definitely started with me initially, right? And so Tamara's husband is on location, right? And so he's not home often. So she was so excited that he was coming home. And this was the first time that I knew about this because, so this was about a year ago, right? And she said, and I, my joke, right? Always scream out my name, right? So she was like, I'm going to scream out your name when I have sex with my husband. And then Alyssa, has her husband who's like always humping her leg. And so I had, also told her, to make sure she screamed out my name. So like the two of them, especially Tamara went on live while she was waiting for her husband. And she was like, I'm waiting. I'm so excited. He's coming. And I'm going to scream out Karen's name 3 times. I was like, that's it. I love this fucking woman forever. She did a live and said she was going to scream out my name. And that to me, like, that was it. And so like Tamara and Alyssa, like Alyssa would, was saying like, we did a show. We did a Real Talk. We had Alyssa, Tamara, Joe Q, Massimo. Where's Massimo, by the way? I don't know if there was one other person. Oh, I think Miami Mike might have like jumped on. And it was hysterical. Alyssa had a migraine. She was in the dark. And, we had, on Joe Q's phone kept dying. It was hysterical. If you were to watch that, it was fucking hysterical. So like these people are like part of my heart. And like, listen, I haven't gotten it in a long time. So if you're getting it and you scream out my name, I have to believe that somehow, some way I will feel that shit. So just keep doing it. All right. So the question is, well, first of all, thank you for tuning into Coffee Talk. Second of all, we are on Facebook. Okay. So now in case you are on any other place other than the Karen Stacy page, not my personal page that has the picture of me and my son on it, the actual page, which has me and my glasses, the Real Talk Coffee Talk group, which if you haven't joined it, click the join button, Periscope, YouTube, and Twitch. So make sure you subscribe, like, follow, whatever the fuck you got to do. And if you are on, please share the video so that we can get more people involved in the conversation. And again, if you are on the run and you are not able to watch, you can always listen because we are live on MiamiMikeRadio.com. So you just go to MiamiMikeRadio.com and click the listen button, or you can download the TuneIn app and you can search Miami Mike Radio. If you go on the TuneIn app, you can also search Karen Stacy Real Talk Karen Stacy, and all of my podcasts from Real Talk from back in the day. Since I started doing this show, I have not uploaded balls, but I had done that. So there is podcasts. So if you're ever bored and want, need a fix, you can always go there. So the question is, do you think it's hump day? So do you think you're good in bed? So Monica said, not anymore. My body aches too much. Listen, you can still make it happen. You know what I'm saying? And maybe then you can make it ache in a good way. Woohoo. So Eunice said, not really, but I fuck. Oh my God, I can't even stand you right now. That is hysterical. That is hysterical. All right. Well, you know what? We need to find out. Your husband needs to give us that information then. Tony, facts, haven't had any complaints. So, Tony, I've talked about this on my shows before. How do you fucking know? That's my question. How do you know you haven't had any complaints? So most people aren't brazen like me. And I'll tell you straight up, well, no, you didn't make me come, and like, really? No, sorry. Like, I'll tell you straight out, like, yeah, all right. Well, like, I think I told somebody once, it was okay. Or I forgot how I said it. And they were like, what? Like, they couldn't believe it. But I'm straight up like that. I don't give a fuck. Especially if you think you're good in bed and you aren't. Somebody needs to fucking tell you that shit. Okay. I don't know, Tony. I've never had sex with you. So I can't, facts. You haven't had any complaints. Maybe just because, people aren't as brazen as me. but maybe they're complaining to their girlfriends and they're saying that fucking Tony sucked. No, I love you, Tony. I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, that's the funny part, right? That's why I always say, do you think you're good in bed? So Laura said, I believe so. So Tamara said, yes, I'm good. Georgie said, my bed divorced me a long time ago. Oh, dear Lord. Hey, Michael Consuelo, how are you? Look, see everybody screaming out my name. If only it was this simple. Okay, let me see. Karen, real talk. Absolutely. Rosie said, God help us. Ash Wednesday. Now I really got to go to confession. Oh, fuck. Sorry, guys. That's right. Lent starts today, right? Ash Wednesday. I'm sorry. Should we? Well, you know, it's hump day. It's not my fault it fell on the same day. I am just following protocol and talking about sex because it's hump day. Is that so wrong? Probably. I'm going to get struck by lightning when I walk out of here for sure. But, you know, it's okay. Maybe if I get struck by lightning, it'll change my whole like electrical current thing so that I don't short everything out that I fucking touch. I mean, it could happen, right? Do me a favor, share out the video. Let's go get these numbers up, people. Get a move on it. Share it out. Again, I appreciate it. I don't seem to have my moderators on here. So if you guys can help me out, I would greatly appreciate that. Rita said, I'm great in bed. Us Leos are lovers and not fighters. There you go. There you go. Kathy, good morning, honey. How are you? I feel like you haven't been on recently. Miss you. Alyssa, Karen Stacy, we got to do that again. That night was hysterical. You know what? That night was hysterical. It was, I couldn't have made that shit up. It was hysterical. My husband said, who the fuck is Karen? Tamara said, I love it. And then I think like he hit you a little harder after that, right? Because he got excited. Good morning. I see Sylvexin. So good morning. I see you. I think you're on Twitch. Good morning. Okay, Lisa's there. She said, yes, I know I am. Okay, let me see. Crazy foot guy. Oh boy. Okay, let me see. Hold on a second. Orlando said, I'm good in bed. I lick a woman's feet. Oh, here we go. So wait a minute. I just have a question about that. All right. Now that we're going to walk down this fucking road, let's have a question about that. Ladies, how many of you like to get your feet licked or your toes licked? How many of you find this to be a turn on? And Orlando, I'm going to help you out right now. This is like, you know, I'm going to give you the information. You could be right. You may be right, but for all I know, you may be wrong. So I'm going to leave this to the panel. Panel, please chime in. Ladies, do you like when a man licks your feet? So Sylvia said, that's a no, just look good. Oh my God, that's fucking funny. Okay, let me see. Gina screaming out my name. Thank you. No, that was a joke. My husband is in love with my body. Yes, of course. Well, I know, of course, Eunice, we were kidding. We know that. Monica, it always falls on the same day, Ash Wednesday. Yeah, that's true. So you know what? It's not my fucking fault, you know? Absolutely let them know. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Hold on. I saw the comments. Come on, let's have some fun, you guys. Let me see. So Tony said, absolutely, let them know. Gina, my husband is a happy man. He wishes more action, though. Yeah, they always do, right? Let them know about us, Leos, Michelle said. Not me. Sorry, not for me. Okay, so Laura, you don't like anybody licking your feet or toes. Okay, Monica, feet are disgusting to me. Tamara said no. Rosie said no. Not my feet. I have other licking options. Okay. Never got my, okay, I don't even like my feet touched. Okay. Never got my feet licked. Oh, hell no. Okay. Feet, it's gross. Even if they are pedicured, I'm not a foot person. No licking. Rita P, good morning, my girl. Good morning. I'll pass on licking of my feet. Orlando said start bottom up. Okay, so I'm doing this as a public service announcement. Don't think you're good in bed because you lick feet, okay? Most of the times, if a woman is letting you do any of that shit, it's for you. I mean, I've had it done to me. I had like one of my early boyfriends had like a foot fetish, and he he'd jerk. It was ugh. And so, you know, like if somebody likes something, then you try to appease them, right? So like, for instance, I also hate when somebody sticks their tongue in my ear. Some people, I guess this turns on. I mean, you could whisper in my ear, you know, how bad you want to fuck me or something. That I'm okay with. But if you're sticking your wet ass fucking tongue in my ear, I'm like, like I hate that, you know? Go a little bit lower, get to the neck area. Your tongue does not belong in anybody's ear. But, you know, people have these misconceptions. I don't know. Or maybe people like that. And you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to ask that question now. How many of you, and now I can ask for men and women, because now this is an open-ended question, right? How many of you like when someone sticks their tongue in your ear? That's the next question now. Okay. So let's see. Yes, that too. Okay, hold on. Butterfly kisses on my feet are okay, but no licky licky. Come up some more. Bend me, shape me, baby. Oh my God. I have had it done to me and didn't say anything, but it was painful to go through. Exactly. Full disclosure, I have licked feet, but it was gross. Never again. That's nasty. Eunice said, sucking boobs is much better. Ew, stick your tongue in my ear. You won't have one anymore. Okay. So we got one. Laura said ears can be a turn on. No wet willy ears. Okay. So see here, I'm just saying, I mean, I should call this Mythbusters right now, right? Because I'm just saying that, you know, this is hysterical because so many people have these misconceptions of what's good and what's not. So I can't say for sure here, you know, but so far, toe licking, meh. So far, ear licking, meh. So I'm just saying, so this is why you may think you're good in bed, but you may be wrong because you may think that licking someone's toes or ear is a turn on, and they're being kind by accepting it and just saying, Jesus Christ, I hope this ends soon. So a lot of people think that they are good in bed and they are not. And I learned this the hard way recently. Well, not recent, but after my husband died. And all these men thought like they were fucking Casanova in the bedroom. And I'm like, all right, well, you know, yeah, no, that was a great 10 minutes. You know, I'm going to go take care of myself now. Right. So I really think that people need to, as you know, I always say this, right? Check yourself before you wreck yourself, because so many people think that they are good in bed and they are not. And I will also say that it is your fault if you don't tell them that. Now, some people aren't worth it. And you know how you also know that you're not good in bed? If you are fucking somebody and then like after you fuck them, you don't hear from them again. Then you know. You may think that it was because all they wanted was sex, but it was probably because they didn't like the sex. That's probably why it never happened again. So I just think that people think, which I think is great. You should think a lot of yourself, right? But if you're not good at something, you should be aware that you're not good at it and you should try to improve it. So I'm going to say that I think it's a lot harder on men than it is on women because, like we talked about this a couple of weeks ago when Angel came on, right? I think it's harder because women have been kind of raised that the men lead, right? So we kind of follow their lead, right? So now if they're going to suck your toes, you know, you're kind of following their lead, right? And I mean, there are a lot of people that I know there are many men that are into mad foot fetishes. But, you know, again, if it turns you on, great. If I can get through it for 10 minutes, you know, then okay, what could I tell you? Now, I don't know if I told you guys this story. I probably didn't, but maybe I did, but fuck it, I'm telling you it again. So when I was in my 20s and me and my husband had broken up, well, we were married. We were just dating, obviously. Well, we were together for a couple of years. We broke up for a couple of years and we got back together again. So during those couple of years, while I was, becoming a hairdresser, I bartended at night and did hair during the day. And I worked in a strip club in Connecticut. It was called the Zebra Club, and it was all nude. Now, as a bartender, I was fully dressed. I had like actually more clothes than I would ever wear. I had like a tuxedo shirt with a bow tie, pants. Like I was completely covered. I remember, like, I am not a naive person, and I remember working, and I remember that every now and again they would have porn stars come and they would do like a show. So even though, you know, like the girls, they would be like the main attraction and they would do whatever and whatever. Okay. So now they would do these shows. So I was at the bar, so I wasn't, you know, by the thing, but obviously I could see the stage from where I was. And I would see them. First of all, I never knew that they were actually doing what they were doing because they would actually like be like going down on each other and stuff like live. And I'm like, ugh. But anyway, so a lot of them used to come out with one shoe on and one shoe off. And obviously they were like hobbling around the stage because how the fuck you got one heel that's like this high and then you got a flat foot. So like they're trying to go on their toe, but they look retarded while they're walking, right? So I'm like, what the fuck is that about? And they said the reason why they do that is because so many men have these foot fetishes that they have one shoe on and one shoe off because the men want to see their feet. And they would take the shoe and pour like champagne in it, and these fucking assholes would drink the champagne out of the woman's shoe. I also saw them pour champagne on their como se llama, and the guys would drink that too. So yeah, I mean, I just threw up a little bit in my mouth, but yeah, that was what they did. So there are a lot of people that have these fetishes. So that shit is fucking real. I'm just saying. But for those of us that are not catering to your fetishes, really, guys, ask a woman if they enjoy having their feet licked or sucked. And or say, I'm really into feet. I love sucking on toes. I love licking feet. They're going to either look at you like, okay, or they're gonna get into it. So like, I at least would like to know that that's what you want to do, because then I'm going to say to you, you know what, if that works for you, okay, but it's not really, my thing. Like, I mean, I'll do it, but I mean, fine, but just like, don't do it a long time, So now here's the thing, right? So now we've established, do not toe licking, sucking, everything, feet stuff. Bleh. Then we established, do not stick your tongue in someone's ear as well, because so many people on this feed are like, no. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to read some of the comments, and I'm going to say thank you for tuning in to Coffee Talk with Karen, Hump Day edition. We are live on MiamiMikeRadio.com. We are live on the Facebook page, the Facebook group, Periscope, Twitch, and YouTube. If you are here, chime in and say hello. This is Hump Day edition. It's Wednesday. As always, I appreciate if you guys share the video, tag your friends. So right now okay, so let me get back to, okay. So far, Laura, you're the only one that said ear is a turn on. Okay, so Rita says, I prefer the neck. Earwax is nasty, Monica said. That's so funny. Georgie, no tongue in ear, please. Earwax tastes gross. Biting boobies, Orlando said. Okay, well, you got to redeem yourself somehow, right? Because you the foot thing, you were done, right? He can kiss it, but not put his tongue. Okay, there you go. No licking in the ear. Go lower. I think I threw up in my mouth. Me too, Alyssa. Me too. Let me see. People need a checkup from the neck up. Oh my God, you're so funny, Alyssa. I love you. I'm not good at blowjobs. Yeah, okay, Tamara. Somehow I don't believe you, but it's okay. You're a little sex kitten. You got to be good at it. It's like judging the next American Idol. Oh my God. Tony said, Karen sounds like she's great in bed. Laura, and if they don't leave you the hell alone after, to the point you have to block them, you were good. There you go, Laura. There's a good way. Either that or they're just out of their fucking minds. Everybody see? Oh my God. I guess you're responding to my my stripper days here. Obviously, they were shoes from Payless and not Louis Vuitton. I don't know. It was God, Jesus Christ. That was a long time ago. I was in my 20s. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. See how that had like a lasting impression on me? Only way, some people are really nasty with sex. Yeah, I know. And Eunice, and you know what? There's nothing wrong with that either. Sometimes it's good to have just nasty ass sex, That's why it's good to have sex with like a random person sometimes. I mean, not if you're married, of course, but it's always good. Sometimes, you just find those people that you just have this amazing sexual chemistry with. Sadly, not much else, right? So it is what it is. Most of the times, the people that you meet in your lifetime that are like the most amazing sex partners you've ever had in your life, that they make you see God, those aren't necessarily the people you end up staying with, right? They're just like passer-throughers, no pun intended. Only way you're going to see my feet is when it's up your ass. Oh, Alyssa, you're impossible. Eunice, is good to do different things, but not nasty shit. Hey, listen, sometimes nasty shit is good too. You just got to all be on the same page. Good morning, Colleen. How are you? Georgie, if you ran your foot down his throat, he'll never do it again. That's so, if you ram your foot down his throat. Yeah, right? Maybe. Okay. Okay. Well, shit, now I need batteries. There you go, Tamara. Glad to know I woke you up today. It's all good. See, yesterday I motivated you. Today I made you horny. I mean, hey, I am like so multi-dimensional. You know what I'm saying? Rosie, true story. Out one night with friends who met this guy, and this morning foe actually drank the funding champagne out of the silhouette. Oh, I guess. Okay, a night with friends. That was just a bad typo. Drank the champagne out of the stiletto. Yeah, I don't know if you were referring to my story or you were telling your own story. Gina, no feet, no toes, yuck, and no ear, but earlobe is okay. All right. Well, listen, I'm just helping you guys out because, like I said, people think that they're good in bed, and we've debunked that right now, right? Because I think it was Orlando that said that he's definitely good in bed because he licks toes. And now we all have established that that does not make you good in bed. So it's mostly men with a foot fetish. I would assume so because women do have pretty feet. Most men I know, they could climb trees with their feet. So like, you know, like keep your fucking socks on even, right? You know what I'm saying? Eunice said, not with me, no licking on the ear or the feet. Let me see what else you guys, oh, okay. So Rosie, you typed it again for me. True story. Out one night with a friend who met this motherfucker who actually drank the champagne out of her stiletto. See, I'm telling you, when I saw this like porn star pouring the champagne on her como se llama, like opened up her legs and she poured it and stood over him and he drank it. Okay. Now that guy was probably fucking married, right? And he probably came to the strip club because maybe he ain't getting what he needed or whatever. He needed a little dirty something. But now you're drinking the juice of a fucking porn star and you're going home now to your wife. I mean, I'm assuming, but even still, how do you do that? Like, ugh, I don't know. I'm throwing up again. I can't help it. It's gross, but it is what it is. Tina Marie, good morning. How are you? All right. Well, nasty is good. See, Tamara, there's my girl. You know what? Sometimes it is. You know, sometimes nasty is good. You need, you know, you need a little bit of that sometimes. And that's the funny thing, right? Is that there are so many aspects to being good in bed, right? Because, of course, open-ended question, right? Which I always do to you guys. But the truth of the matter is that, you know, sometimes you may not be good in bed in the sense that you may not be like a sex kitten, but if you have like an emotional connection with somebody, then the sex can be good because it's on a different playing field, right? So like, you know, when you really have like intimate making love to someone and your souls kind of combine and you have this amazing connection, that will satisfy you more than coming 16 times because you can come that one time and see God, right? So a lot of it, you know, is there, it's tenfolds, right? Because you just don't know. If you're just fucking somebody, then yeah, you got to hit all the right spots and, you know, everything else. But if you actually have that real connection with somebody, then you are going to, when you actually do reach that climax, yes, Edgar, you see God, because it's not only the physical part of it, but it's the emotional part of it. And that comes together and it's like, it's a huge explosion. And I have to say that I miss that the most, because I haven't really had that since my husband. And I hadn't felt that other than with my husband. So, you know, the bad part is if you suck in bed, then you fucking suck, because at least if you're connected to somebody and maybe it's not the greatest sex you've ever had, but you can connect on so many different levels, it now becomes the greatest sex you ever had because it fills your soul, right? But if you can't fill my soul, then you better fuck me good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to come like 100 fucking times, and I need to beg you to stop. Like, I can't possibly come anymore. And then 3 more times, and then we're good. You know what I'm saying? So it's all relative, I guess. It depends on what you want and what you're looking for. But the truth of the matter is that if you ain't bringing God with you, then you better bring 100 fucking orgasms with you, because those are the only 2 things that are going to make it work. So I'm just letting you all know that if you think you're good in bed, you now need to check yourself, because if you think what makes you good in bed is, like X, Y, and Z, and the people that you are in bed with do not enjoy X, Y, and Z, wrong. If you have no kind of a spiritual, soulful connection to the person that you're fucking, then you need to be good in bed. If you have that spiritual connection and you are good in bed, now you're really seeing God, right? So if you have a mediocre sex life with somebody, maybe they're not, nasty, maybe you're dirty and they're not, and so you're kind of missing that. Maybe you like people to talk dirty to you and maybe they don't. Maybe you like somebody to choke you and maybe they don't. If you don't get all of those things, then as long as you have that connection, that spiritual connection, then all those things don't matter as much, right? Because we need all those other things. It's like, a lot of people, I remember when I was in therapy years ago, and I would just shop all the time. And she said that I was filling my voids by shopping, right? Not that this has anything to do with sex, but I'm just talking. So this is what happens. So now you fill the voids. So that could be the issue, is that you may not be getting what you need. So you're having to fill that void elsewhere. My plugs are coming undone. See what happens? I'm telling you, I'm electrifying. All right. So I hope that I at least was able to put, fuck it. It's hump day. I'm going to get hit by lightning because it's freaking Ash Wednesday. But at this point, if I get hit by lightning, it may actually straighten me out. So I think I'm okay with it. Que rico. Yes, Eunice. The best part is when you can say, oh God, right, exactly. And then if you're having sex with like an asshole, they're like, yes. Seriously, you know how you ever say, oh God, yes. Oh, please get over yourself. You can see the planet Pluto. I should hope so. I would like to go to fucking Mars. Thank you very much. Monica said it's the foreplay that makes it good. There you go. And again, that's a whole other show. We could talk about that next Wednesday when we're hump daying it. But yeah, it all makes it good. It just really depends. Sometimes, the funny thing is that if you have that kind of a connection with somebody physically, it's crazy. Sometimes you don't even, you want the foreplay, but sometimes you don't even need it. It's like the minute you're there, it's like, holy shit, this is fucking good. But I agree. Okay. So now, who wants to have sex? Tamara said, oh my God, me, I forgot what it feels like. Orlando said escorts. Oh my. There were 2 greats in my life. There you go, Rosie. Okay. So now Tony's horny right now too. See, I'm great. This is great. I motivated you yesterday and now I'm going to motivate you to either fuck your loved one or take care of yourself or go fuck yourself. Whichever way it works. No S&M. Okay. Well, I think S&M has changed its colors, nowadays. I fill my void with coffee talk. Edgar, you're the best. Thank you, baby. Now Eunice needs to go home. Okay, great. So I made you all horny now. Yay. See, I must be fucking good in bed because I already got you guys. Wait, like Emily said, I gave your heart a heart on. That was the best fucking line I've ever heard in my life. Michelle said, go to confession and get your ashes, you horny people. Exactly. If you can't satisfy me, you're gone. Oh my, Alyssa. Thank you, Tamara. Time to call back page. Time to call back page. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm too far away, Tamara. Oh, Georgie was going to give you a little sympathy bang there. You know what? Like I said, we can all virtually do this. Just scream out my name, or, you know, you can scream out Tamara's name too, as long as my name is in there as well. And you know what, you guys, I just wanted to fucking laugh today. It's hump day, and I think I forgot how to have sex. Me and hubby always try something new every time. Oh my God, Alyssa, you are my fucking idol. Jesus Christ. I'm going to be honest. We all know that like the best sex is like the earlier sex, right? Usually married sex isn't as good, but the longer you're together with somebody, the more comfortable you are with them. And the more you see God, yeah, you do kind of like those other planes. You know what I mean? But that's pretty awesome that you guys try new things all the time. Well, no wonder, because you guys are fucking like every day. So good for you. Me, I forgot what it feels like. But it's okay. I think I'm saving myself for, what am I saving myself for? I don't fucking know. I ain't saving myself for shit. I'm saving myself for somebody fucking worthy. That's what I'm saving myself for. And I got to tell you that, you know, I would rather have no sex than bad sex. And that I learned over these past 6 years. That much I will tell you. I thought that I needed sex. And then after you have bad sex, you're like, yeah, no, I don't really need it. I can take care of myself in fucking 3 minutes and not have to deal with any of the fucking bullshit that comes along with it. Let me see. Easy because we trust each other. That's very true, Alyssa. My baby, what to dress like costumes. Oh, dress up. Yes. Oh, we can talk about that too. We'll talk about that next Wednesday. It's Sylvie. Yes. You know, I hope you guys had fun, because that's what it's all about, is having fun and laughing, because life is just kicking us right in the fucking ass. So now that we are all sinners, go get your ashes and repent. And, you know, say a prayer for me that, you know, say a prayer for my soul, please. And do me a favor, if, you know, share out the video. If you think somebody needs to laugh today, feel free to share this when I go off. Keep it alive. I appreciate all of your support. I appreciate all of your comments. I know that sometimes you're not comfortable, you know, like talking about these type of things, but I'm glad that you trust each and every one of us and you are comfortable, because you know what? That's what it's all about. We're a family, right? So thank you for being a part of my family. And don't forget to check yourself before you wreck yourself, because you may not be good in bed. So you know what? That is my job. That is my, what's that's your homework. Find out if you actually are good in bed. Foreplay and dress up next week. There you go. Good girl. After 22 years of marriage, we have hallway sex. As we pass each other in the hallway, we say, fuck you. No, fuck you. Oh my God, that's so funny. I love it. And thank you guys so much for sharing with us. I mean, now I got to laugh. I really was feeling a little shitty on my way in here today, and you made my heart smile. So I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. for Coffee Talk with Karen, live on MiamiMikeRadio.com, live on the Facebook group, Real Talk Real Talk Coffee Talk, which you need to join. And then you want to like my Karen Stacy page. You want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Real Talk Karen Stacy. You want to get Twitch, twitch.tv/Real Talk Karen Stacy. And then if you guys are on Twitter or Periscope, Real Talk Karen Stacy. So thank you guys. Mwah. I love you all. Joe Q, thanks for stopping in. But we outie. Bye, guys. Have a great day. Happy Hump Day.